First priest. Present that register.
Mayad, Ban Yahawda, Ban Yasharala.
Mayad, Ban Yahawda, Ban Yasharala.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua Barakathum.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua Barakatah.
La Yasharala.
Leave it over
A Muslim, which means to stand. Upon Akadam means on the face of east. You go to the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayah, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Balawaka, Taba'ah, Ratazai, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayah, Nathanaw, Bakam, Cow, Yawam, Wasalak now, Kabawak now, Kasalak now, Kabawaya now, Wala Tabayai now, Bonasai one, Above, Hawashai now, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Watapara, Awalamia,
Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day, our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Take the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai, Baba Kashab, Nathanaw, Hakat, Larapa'ah, Kal Makala, Wakal Madawa, Hakat, Latahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakat, Lahakia, Hamati, Hakat, Arakawa, Hatama'ala, the Garshan, Ba'ashem Yahushua,
the water Aman.
In English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. Cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you, so be it.
Declare the best Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Baraklanau, Wayashala, Wahabaya, Sapari,
Ba'ashem
Yahweh, the water Aman.
In English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'ah,
Ayanya,
Ahahariah, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Izari, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'aratazah, Ayatan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wana'ah, Yayashun, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazarka, Al Yeh, Yamyaka, Yavamam, Hashemash, La'ah, Yekayaka, Wayarak, Belayala, Yahweh, Yashamar, Makal Yashamar, Napash, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'ak, Wabawa'ak, Mayatha, Wa'ai, Awalum.
In English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence comes my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help coming from your house.
My help coming from your house.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
He
that keepeth Yasha'Allah.
He that keepeth Yasha'Allah.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy going out.
He shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forward.
From this time forward.
Even forevermore.
Even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Allahayam,
Al-Damayah,
Al-Damayah,
Lakah,
Al-Thakarash,
Al-Thakarash,
Al-Tashikwat, Al-Kayahana, Awabyaka, Yahama,
Yawan,
Ra'ash, Al-Amika, Ya'arayamwa, Sawada, Wayata,
Ya'ai-Tazawa,
Al-Tazapawayaka,
Amarwa,
Lakawa, Wanakaki
Wanakaki Magoya, Wala'ai, Yazakar,
Shom
Yasha'Allah,
Iwada, Kaya, Nawai Tazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Ayaka, Barya, Yakaratwa, Ahoya, Adawam, Wayashimai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagari, Gabal, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Palashat, Am Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zerawai, Labanya, Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Kamadia, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabi, Banakal, Koyashawan, Nashamadu, Bayan, Da'ira, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayatamu, Nadab, Yadmawa, Kaira, Wakazabah, Wakazalmanai, Call Nasiakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarashah, Lanawa, Na'awat, Alahayam, Shayatamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapanya, Rawaka, Ka'ash, Taba'ira, Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Hariyam, Khan, Daradatma, Basa'iraka, Wabasa, Wapatka, Tabahalam, Mala'ai, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Waya, Bukwashwa, Shimka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Waya, Bahawa, Ayai, Waya, Kapara, Waya, Abadwa, Waya, Da'ira, Kaya, Atha, Shimka, Yahweh, Yabadka, Ayawan, Al, Haratazah.
In English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted. Against thy hidden ones.
Against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
Come.
Let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Yahshua Yasha'Allah.
That the name of Yasha'Allah
may be no more remembered.
may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together
With one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee,
The tabernacles of Edom.
the tabernacles of Edom,
And the Ishmaelites.
and the Ishmaelites.
It's like of Moab.
Of Moab,
And the Hagarenes.
and Hagarenes,
Gabal.
Gabal,
And Amalek.
and Amalek,
The Philistines.
the Philistines,
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur is also joined with them.
Ashur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah,
Do unto them.
do unto them,
As unto the
as
Midianites.
unto the Midianites,
To Sisera.
as to Sisera,
To Jabin.
as to Jabin,
At the brook of Kisan.
at the brook of Kishon,
Which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a rail.
Make their nobles like a
And
ram,
like Zaire.
and like Zahir.
Yea.
Yea,
All their princes of Zabah.
all their princes of Zabah,
And as Zamunah.
and as Zamun,
Who said.
who said,
Let us take to
let
ourselves.
us say to ourselves,
That's like the houses of Yahweh in possession.
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power,
Make them like a wheel.
make them like a wheel,
As a stone before the wind.
as a stone before the wind,
As a fire burn for wood.
as the fire burneth the wood,
As the flame sets the mountains on fire.
as the flames set the mountains on fire.
To persecute them.
So persecute them
With thy tempest.
with thy
Make
tempest,
them afraid.
and make them
With
afraid
thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame,
That they may see thy name.
that they may speak thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh,
Let them be confounded.
let them be confounded
Trouble forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea.
Yea,
Let them be put to shame.
let them be put to shame
And perish.
and perish,
That men may know.
that men may know
That thou.
that thou,
Whose name alone.
whose name alone
Yahweh.
is Yahweh,
Art the most high.
art the most high
Over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Sar, which means to turn. The Shabbat means to be seated.
I get a water.
Me too, Baba Kashah.
All right, this is the closing of the Feast of First Fruits. We're going to go on over. Start Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. Start at verse 1. Hold on. Hold on.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Debar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, Lamad, verse 2, Debar, Al, Banya, Yasharala, Wamarath, Salakia.
Let's start the beginning too.
Start the beginning. Khan. The book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 2, Hebrew in the Hebrew. Debar, Al, Banya, Yasharala, Marath, Aliyaham, Mariah, Maraidiah, Yahweh, Ashar, Takarawa, Atham, Makaraya, Padash, Alaha, Alia, Ham, Mawaidia, verse 3, Shashath, Yamayam, Taisha, Malakah, Wabayam, Waba Yawam. Ashabaya. Ashabayaya. Shabbath. Shabbatwan. Makara. Quadash. Kal. Malakam. Sakya. Malakah. La'ah. Daishawa. Shabbath. Hawa'ah. La Yahweh. Bakal. Mabushabath Yakam. Verse 4. Allah. Allah. Mawa'idiyah. Yahweh. Makwa'aya. Qurash. Ashar, Saki, Kadash, Ashar, Takawa, Takar, Awa, Atham, Bama'airam, verse 5, Bama'aiwadam, verse 5, Bakarash, Bakadash, Harashawan, Ba'arab, Ayah, Ashar, Lakarash, Lakadash, Bayan, Ha'arabium, Kwasak, Pasak, La Yahweh, verse 6, will become Sha'ah, Ishar, Yawab, Yawam, La Kodash, Hazahah, Ka'ab, Kaga, Kag, the water, sir. Hamatazawath, La Yahweh, Shaba'ath, Yamayam, Matazawath, the Akalah, that's Kalah. That's a well, okay. The Kalwa, Salakia. Verse 7. By Yawam, Harashawam, Salakia, Harashawam, Makara, Salakia, Karash, Yahaya, Lakam, Kal, Malakam, Masaki, Malakath, Akadah, Ibadah, La'ai, La'ah, Salakia, Thaishawa. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 1 in the English. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Lord.
Concerning what?
The feast of the Lord.
So the Lord spoke to Moses and told them, look, speak unto the children of Israel. This is what I'm about to, these are the feasts, concerning the feast that I want you, to have holy. Another word for holy is separate.
Right.
Okay? Read.
Which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations.
To be what?
Holy convocations.
Now, what is a holy convocation? Anybody tell me what's a holy convocation? Go ahead, one more.
That's like it's a separate gathering.
That's right. A holy convocation is a separate gathering. This is something that we as Israelites supposed to do separate of all what that none of the other nations do.
Right.
So these feasts that we're about to go over, these are feasts that the Lord deemed for only the Israelites to do, in a self-proclaimed time period. Go ahead.
Even
go ahead.
Knowing that you're bringing that so heavy, us living in America, and we're going through the things we're going through, we feel like we don't have a voice, and we feel like we're not a part of nothing. But God chose us as His chosen people. So we do have feasts to come to. This is for us to come together. We might be going through problems. We come together under the guidance of Commander Jimmy Hunt and Ashley PK. These heavy brothers bringing out these scriptures. You can gather together. You can feel merry and feel real happy that you can go back into the world and feel that you are part of something. That's all I'm going to say.
Right, God. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Even these are my feasts. Verse 3, 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest.
Is a what?
The Sabbath of rest.
So 6 days work shall be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest. That's the day that the Lord proclaimed for us to rest, the seventh day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Because us being Israelites, Judah, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, all the other, Benjamin, Simeon, go through all of them. We will work from sun up to sundown every single day.
Right.
We'll never take a day off. So the Lord proclaimed a day that we have to take off. Even as employers, he understood that, kind of our love for, having nice things, that we'll make our employees work so we can have those nice things.
Right. So
as so the Lord, He seen and He knew, so that's why He made this day to make sure that we have to this is something we're supposed to do. It's something we must do. It's a Sabbath, it's a day of rest. It's a day for you to do what it is that you want to do. It's your day.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Christ said, "You're the Lord." He, the Son of Man is the Lord of the Sabbath. We the Lord of the Sabbath. Okay, go ahead.
And holy convocation.
It's a what?
And holy convocation.
It's also a separate gathering too. A lot of people don't understand that. The Sabbath day is a holy gathering. That's a day. That's also, one of the. It's a feast day. This is something that you're supposed to be getting together with your brothers and actually feasting also.
Right.
Once a week. Once a week. That's why, as brothers, we get together, we go to camp, then we come back from camp, we come back, we order some food, and we sit and we hang out,
right.
We get to know one another, we make sure everybody, we checking up on one another. We being merry with one another.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So this is something that the ISUPK, that's why we so strong on brotherhood and sisterhood when in the ISUPK.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Christ taught that brotherhood and sisterhood. The nation is nothing without it.
Right.
Without loving the Most High with all your heart and soul, and without loving your brother as you love yourself, which is brotherhood and sisterhood, we have no nation.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And if I could, sir.
Go ahead.
And what you're bringing out is so heavy. The Sabbath day is not a day for you to sit in the house by yourself, or you and your family by yourself in the dark, calling yourself fasting, starving yourself because you think that you can't cook food, or you think you can't go outside, and you think it's all these restrictions on you. And if you break any of these restrictions, the Lord is going to punish your household. He just said it's a holy convocation. The Sabbath day, you can rest and recover by yourself. That's perfectly fine if you worked all week, all hard, especially in this slavery. But like Officer Warrior said, it's also a day to get with your brothers. It's also a day to maybe sip some strong drink, sip some wine, hell, sip a soda or pops, have some water with each other. You know what I mean? Share a meal, get to know each other, increase your brotherhood. That's how our nation is going to grow. It's not a day to sit alone in the dark, half starving your damn self, getting, and at the end of the day, you're thanking the sun. You damn near worshiping the sun and the moon because the sun go down and you can finally have that drink of water. You know what I mean? It's not a day to punish yourself. It's a day to commune with your brothers. You know what I mean?
Right. Go ahead.
We got this precept in Mark chapter 2, verse 27. And he said unto them, the Sabbath was made for man and not man for the Sabbath.
Damn right.
Right. Right, precept.
Go
ahead, finish.
Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings.
In what?
In all your dwellings.
In what?
In all your dwellings.
It said all your dwellings. So somebody coming up to you talking about something because we not in our land, we not supposed to keep the Sabbath. It says in all your dwellings. It doesn't just say in the land.
Right.
It says in all your dwellings. So that means that right here in America, where we dwelling at, guess what? We supposed to be keeping the Sabbath.
That's right.
That's what we supposed to be doing. We supposed to be rehearsing the righteous acts. The whole purpose of us, the whole reason we're in captivity is because we left the laws.
Right.
So how we not going to go back to the law and expect to get out of captivity? Right. So when somebody coming to you telling you, no, you're not supposed to keep the Sabbath, you look at they want to stay. They love America.
Right.
That's all they basically telling you. I like where I'm at. You know, I love Egypt. Right. You know. I love spiritual Egypt. I want to stay here.
Right.
I believe things is okay just like it is. You know, that's what I hear when they tell me, nah, you ain't got to keep the Sabbath. Right. You ain't got to keep none of the holy days when you ain't because we ain't in our land. That's not what it says. It says in all your dwellings. Go ahead.
Verse 4. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons.
In their what?
In their seasons.
In their what?
In their seasons.
These are holy. These are the feasts, the Lord's feasts that we shall proclaim. Proclaim means this is what we're supposed to be doing.
Right.
You know, we're supposed to be acknowledging them, and how we acknowledging them with action.
Right.
We're supposed to be getting together. When I first came into the school, I was sitting up there. You know, they was talking about keeping all these feast days. I used to be like, ain't nobody keeping all them feast days. Right. They yeah, right.
Right.
5 years later, we keep these feast days.
That's right.
Every single day. We keep it every year.
Right.
And I see how we do it.
Right.
Because we come together, brotherhood, sisterhood. We hold these classes. Yeah. We you know, we out on the internet, letting other brothers know they can't make the journey. They can keep it right along with us.
Right.
You know. Go ahead.
Verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover.
Is the what?
The Lord's Passover.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord. 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread.
That's right. So give it up to Florida. They have the Lord's Passover.
All right.
Third annual Passover. And we can travel back. You know, there's the feast on unleavened bread.
Right.
Go ahead.
Salaki. Verse 7. In the first day ye shall. Oh, Salaki.
That's right.
In the first day ye shall have an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
You shall do what?
No servile work therein.
Right. So you understand. The reason that we do this, the Lord's feasts, their Sabbaths too.
Right.
You know. So that's why we treat it as a Sabbath, because that's the Lord's Sabbath too. We're not supposed to do any servile work. It's a day of rest. It's a day we supposed to be having a holy convocation.
Right.
We supposed to be getting together and celebrating what the Lord told us to celebrate.
Right.
We supposed to be getting together, having brotherhood and sisterhood. That's what the Lord made these holy days for. He made to make sure that as a nation we come together, you know, throughout the year and show brotherhood and sisterhood to one another.
Right.
Show love to one another as a nation.
Right.
Continue to build. because you can't build being separate. You can't build being on your own. You have to come together. You know, you have to commune. You have to check on your brother. You know, you have to make sure that they being on that they okay. And the Lord made sure that He held these days to make sure that's what we're doing. We're checking up on one another. We, you know, brother can be down, brother can be going through something. Right. But when you get together with your brothers and your sisters, guess what? All that goes away.
Right.
You know. Yeah. When you sitting down, you may be talking to a brother, you may be going through something. You know, you trying to figure out a situation, how you get out of jail, something you ain't even thought about. Just having a conversation with that brother, he you know, the Lord speak to him and tell you, look, you do it this way, you do it that way. You be like, dang, I ain't never even think about that. And you look at it, it be so simple. You be like, dang, you're right. You know, that's what these days for. Let's do what the Lord made these days for. You know, go ahead.
Logic, stand. Just us. Next priest.
I'm gonna look up.
Is it that registry?
Lakam Yalla, Bunny Howard, Bunny Yashala.
Lakam Yalla, Bunya Howada, Bunya Shala.
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shabrakathum.
Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Barakatah.
Start at verse 8.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 8. In the Hebrew. Wahakwa robbed them. Ashah. Lahawa. La Yahweh.
Down, breathe. Be nervous.
Shaba'ith. Yum. Bayawam. Hashab Ya'ayah. Makwara. Kadash. Kal. Mullah Akath. Ibadah. La. The Aishua. Verse 9. Waya Dabar. Yahweh. Al. Mashah. Lamar. Verse 10.
That's a lot. Can somebody pass the brother, you know, pass them out some of these to Tanakh, so they can read along, right along with it. No, go ahead.
Come. Verse 10. Dabar. Al. Banaya. Yasharala.
Wa Marath. Alaham. Kaya. Taba'awu. Ow. Allah. Haratiza. Ashar. Hanaya. It's like it. Anaya. Kathan. It's like it. Nathan. Lakam. Wa Tazaratham. Ath. Quatazayara. Wa Bathium. Ath. Imar. What Ra'ishawath. Quatazayarakum. Allah. Hakana. Hakaham. Verse 11. What? Wahana Yakwa. It's like it. Rahana Yap. Ath. Ha'amar. Lapania. Yahweh. Laratazanakam. Mama Karath. Hashabath. Yana Yapnawa. Hakahan, verse 12. What? Wa Aisha Yatham. Bayawam. Hanayapkam. Ath. Ha'amar. Kabash. Tamayam. Bana. It's like a bun. Shanathwa. it's like it. La Yahweh, verse 13. Yana, it's like it. Womanakthua, Shanaya, Ishar Nayum, Salath, Bala Wala, Bashaman, Ashah, La Yahweh, Rayak,
Two go together at the end. Two go together at the end.
Nayaka,
Nayaka.
Nayaka, Nayak. Wanna succumb. Wanna succumb. Wanna suckawa. Yayan. Yabba ya ith. Wabba ya, it's like a rubber ya ith. Hahayan, verse 14. Walla come. What qualia. What caramel. Ow. So like it. La so like it. Thakawa. I'd. Itism. Hayawam. Hazaha. I'd. Hubba Ath. Quaraban. Alayakum. Kakwath. Awalum. Ladarathyakum. Bakal. Mashabathiakum. The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 8, in the English. But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord 7 days. And the seventh day is an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
So then, in the feast of unleavened bread, every day is supposed to be, you're supposed to be making you're supposed to be, cooking something.
Right.
Like you say, you're supposed to be an offering made to the Lord for 7 days, and then on that 7th day, then we come back together, we commune again. We have a holy convocation again. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye be come into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest.
The what?
A first fruit of your harvest unto the priest.
So when Christ come and destroy this place, and we set back into our land, this is something we're gonna have to go back to.
That's right.
So right now, only thing we're able to do is rehearse the righteous acts of it, because based on the fact that we actually have no land right now, but we did, some brothers, they do have land. You want to give when you have this land, you want to give of your best. You want to give your first. That's why the Lord say your first fruits.
Right.
You want to give your first, the best of the fruits that you got, the beginning, and you want to offer that to the Lord. So based on the fact, we can only do what we can because we're in captivity. We're still slaves in America.
Right.
So what we do is, in remembering this, we do the holy convocation part. We come back together because we know, we praying to the Most High that He sent Christ back to destroy this place so we can have our land back.
Right.
That's what we do. That's what we're doing. So, give it a hand. Go ahead.
Verse 11. And he shall wave the sheaf before the Lord to be accepted for you. On the morrow, after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it.
So I say on the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it. So that's what the priest will be doing. Like I said, this is a Sabbath. This is a Sabbath. This is considered a Sabbath. The feasts are considered Sabbaths. So, like I said, we was in our land. What we're reading over is what we're going to be going back to when we're in our land. So this is the feast of the first fruits. Is what we have. We having the closing of the feast of the first fruits. So we're going through what we would be doing if we was in our land, and what the priest would be doing. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 12. And ye shall offer that day when ye shall wave the sheaf and he lamb without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering unto the Lord.
So you're gonna get your best lamb. You're gonna get, like you said, a lamb without blemish of the first year. This is what you want to do. You got the lambs. You got your animals. You got the maiden. That first lamb that belongs to the Lord. So you're supposed to be, making sure you maintain and keeping that lamb up, making sure it has, like you said, have no blemish. So, because when it comes around time for the Feast of First Fruit, this lamb, when it comes to one of these holy convocations, this lamb is going to be offered to the Lord. Because this is your best. You want to always give the Lord your best. Even when we're doing the work of this Lord, guess what? You want to be putting in your best effort. You don't want to be half-assed.
Right.
You want to be making sure you're putting in your best effort, giving it your all. You don't want to be lackluster.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 13. And the meat offering thereof shall be 2/10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil.
You say what?
Shall be 2/10 deal of fine flour mingled with oil.
So I love this scripture. That's what that talk. What that sound like? Come on. Go ahead.
Like I said, that sound like fried, and lamb in this case, but also fried chicken.
Right. Yeah. We was frying food back then. You know, everybody want to look like we just walking around like we prehistoric, like we didn't have. You know, this over, you know what, 6,000, almost 7,000 years ago.
Right.
We was frying food then.
Right.
Right.
You know, this is nothing we just invented. We walk around and be like, okay, they didn't have, you know, in the world and stuff, you know, they be like, well, they didn't have the capabilities of doing what we have right now. We was frying food back then,
Right.
in fine flour. We had it. It's telling you right here in the scriptures. You know, we had the best of flour, and we dipping the meat, then putting the seasoning on it, dipping it in there, throwing it in the frying, waiting on it to get ready.
Right.
You know, so we can eat.
Right.
Go ahead.
Con. An offering made by fire unto the Lord
Mm-hmm.
for a sweet savor, and the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, and 4th parts of an hin.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 14. And ye shall eat neither bread, nor parched corn, nor green ears, until the self same day that ye have brought an offering unto the Lord your power. It shall be in statute forever.
It shall be what?
And statute forever.
It shall be what?
And statute forever.
Go ahead.
Throughout your generations.
Throughout what?
Throughout your generations.
Throughout what?
Throughout your generations.
Go ahead.
In all your dwelling.
And what?
In all your dwelling.
And what?
In all your dwelling.
Stop telling me we can't keep these, that we're not supposed to be doing this because we're not in our land.
Right.
What does this say? This telling you you're supposed to be doing it in all your dwellings, in all your generations.
Right.
Right.
In all your dwellings and in all your generations. This is what you're supposed to be keeping. It say forever. So stop saying, okay, it's telling you when it started off to say when we get in our land, yeah, this is what we're supposed to be doing. But at the end, it made emphasis on it. Look, this is what you're supposed to be doing forever in all your generations, in all your dwellings.
Right.
That means this is supposed to be something that's supposed to be passed down. Yeah. This is something like, you know, like America got Christmas and Thanksgiving. People don't have to think about that.
Right.
You know, it's just we know when this day comes, guess what? This is what's being done.
Right.
We was all in the world. We was all out there. You know what we got coming up? Quote unquote. You know, you got Father's Day and the 4th of July. Didn't nobody have to tell us about that. We was 3 years old, 2 years old,
Right.
in kindergarten, preschool, making Father's Day cards,
Right.
making Mother's Day cards.
Right.
And then what? It say, and by the time we got teenagers, guess what? We didn't even question why we was doing it. We just did it.
Right.
And this is something that we're supposed to be doing. Why we do it? You ask anybody that really celebrate Christmas, guess what they're gonna say? My family been doing it forever. It's just something that we did.
Right.
It's something that has been passed down from generation to generation. That's how these holy days are supposed to be done
Right.
in our nation. It's supposed to be passed down from generation to generation.
Right.
Go ahead.
That's 14.
Come.
Yes.
That's it.
Come.
Come on.
Homage me to stand. Just us. Next priest. Is it that registered?
Kazayawan, Banya Howard, Banya Shala.
Kazayawan, Banya Howard, Banya Shala.
Yahweh Ba Shimi Al Shabrakathum.
Yahweh Ba Hashem Yahweh Shabrakatah.
Read about that. We can show what's enough.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 15 in the Hebrew. Up here. Yeah, right here. Come on. No, I was on the right page. Right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Wasapratham, Lakam, Mamakarat, Hushabath, Mayaram, no, Shlaki, Mayawam, Habat Yakam, Ath, Imar, Hatham Wapa, Shabai, Shabarath, Shlaki, Shabath, Shabathrath, Shabathrath, Damayamat, the Hayaya Na, verse 16. I, Mamakarat, Hushabat, 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 Hushaboy, Hushabawite, Hushabite, the waters. The Parawa, Kamashayam, Yawam, Wakrobatham, Manaka, Kadash, Kadasha, Layahawa, Layahawa, verse 17. Mama wash Bathia come. W Lakam. Dana Wapa. Shatham. Shanya. Asheranyam. Salat. The Hayayana. Kamarataza. Kamataza. The Payana. Bakawarayam. Layahawa. Verse 18. Wahakwa Rabathim. I love. Halakam. Shabayite. Kabashayam. Dayamam. Kanya. Banya. Shana. Wapar. Khan. Man. Bakwar. Akkad. Wayalam. Shanayam. Yahayawa. Ila. Layawaha. La Yahweh. Woman Nakatham. Wanasa Kayam. Asha. You walk. Rayak. Nayakak. La Yahweh. Verse 19. Why should Yath? Why Shayathim? Shaiwar. Isawam. Akkad. Lakataat. Washanya. Kabashayam. Banya. Shana. Lazabah. Lazabak. Shalamayam. Verse 20. Wanhanyap. Hakahan. Atham. Isle. Latham. Lakam. Habakarayam. Wapa. Lapanya. Yahweh. Al. Shanya. Kabashayam. Quadash. Yahweh. Oh, Yahaya. La Yahweh. Kind of what kind? La Yahweh. Lakahan. Verse 21. Going to 22. Kind of what kind? What were a thumb? What were a thumb? By Ratazum. Hayawam. Hazah. Makara. Quadash. Yahaya. Lakam. Cow. Malakat. Ibadah. La. La'ah. Daishwa. Kakwat. Iwalam. Bakal. Mawashabat Yakam. Let of what the come. Let a Rathia come. Verse 22. Wabba Ratazia come. At Rataza Yar. Or Rataza come. La the Kala, Pa'ath, Shadat, Bakurat, Tazarak, Wallaquat, Qurat, Tazaya, Quratazaya Rock, La Delaquat, Lainya, Lainyawa, Wallapar, Wallagar, the Izab, Atham, Aniyah, Yahweh, Aliyah, Hakam. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 15 in the English. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave offering, 7 Sabbaths shall be complete.
So just imagine us being in our land. We start from the first Sabbath, we count 7 Sabbaths. 7 Sabbaths. So that's 7 weeks of nothing, no work, getting together, being brotherly and sisterly with one another.
Right.
We have a whole feast for a month and a half. You trying to tell me American holidays are better than the Lord's holidays?
Right.
You trying to tell me you don't want to get at this because they only give you 1 to 2 days? You know what? Only time you get really a week. That's all you get is a week. You know that's what spring break. You know you may get 2 weeks for doing quote unquote Christmas, but we got a whole month and a half of just no work.
Right.
Just hey, eating, getting together, enjoying one another.
Right.
Come on, man. Go ahead.
It's like I said, what you bring it out is so heavy. If you want to celebrate these heathen customs that the Jewish people celebrate the bar mitzvah, what the hell is that? A bar mitzvah? Come on now. You gotta be kidding.
Right. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 16. Even unto the morrow after the Sabbath shall ye number 50 days.
So what?
Number 50 days.
Go ahead.
And ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 17. Ye shall bring out of your habitation 2 wave loaves of 2/10 deals. They shall be of fine flour. They shall be baken with leaven. They are the first fruit unto the Lord.
Go ahead.
Verse 18. And ye shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bullock, and 2 rams. They shall be for a burnt offering unto the Lord, with their meat offering, and their drink offerings, even an offering made by fire of sweet savor unto the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 19. Then ye shall sacrifice 1 kid of the goat for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offerings. Verse 20. And the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruit for a wave offering before the Lord. With the 2 lambs, they shall be holy to the Lord, for they shall be They shall be holy unto the Lord for the priest.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Verse 21. And ye shall proclaim on the self same day that it may be an holy convocation unto you. Ye shall do no servile work therein. It shall be a statute forever.
It shall be a what?
A statute forever.
A what?
A statute forever.
Go ahead.
in all your dwellings,
And what?
in all your dwellings,
And what?
in all your dwellings,
Go ahead.
throughout your generations.
Go ahead.
Verse 22, and when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean rendants of the corners of thy field. When thou reapest, neither shalt thou gather any gleanings of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and to the stranger. I am the Lord your God.
So even when we get in our land, we don't want to be so greedy. Whereas that we not gonna have, we not really gonna have, you know, how we see homeless people here. We gonna have homeless people, but they not gonna be what you see when you're riding around the streets of America in the major cities.
Right.
It's not gonna be like that. They ain't gonna have to worry about no food, you know, because the Lord made sure that we provide a way for them to eat, a way for them to survive, a way for them to keep their stamina and their energy to come out the state that they're in.
Right.
You know, a way to keep poverty down, because that's how poverty goes up. When a man got to feed his family, or he hungry, guess what he gonna do? He gonna do crime to get it. If you being oppressed, that's what oppression brings. You know, the only reason we got so many murders here in Chicago in these different neighborhoods because our youth is being oppressed. You know, they don't see no future. They don't have no opportunities.
Right.
The opportunities are slim and none. So they angry. So that's also who they can't take it out on the people they want to take it out on. So who you gonna take it out on? You gonna take it out on the people that's closest to you, people that look just like you.
Right.
You know. So this is what's going on. So the Lord made it whereas that, you know, when we get in our land, we don't have to worry about nothing like that. So the crime rate is gonna be little to minimal. A person that does crime, you know, because the whole saying is you see a person that's selling drugs, man, I gotta feed my family. I gotta do what I gotta do. You ain't gonna have that excuse. Right. Ain't gonna be none of that, because guess what? Your family gonna be able to eat. Right. You know? So we ain't gotta worry about you going to it by any means necessary for you to feed your family. Right. This is what's being said. You know. So we when we get into our land, that's why, you know, this is a straight melting pot. That's why we pray to the Lord every day to come and just rid this place.
That's right.
But the Lord is real long suffering, because if he would have been did it, guess what? I wouldn't have been here.
Right.
You know, you brothers wouldn't have been here.
Right.
So the Lord is long suffering to make sure he got as many of his children as he can to come into this truth. And then, you know, it's gonna be a wrap.
That's right.
Okay. So with that, we're gonna end the Feast of First Fruits.
Imagine we stand just us.
Turn that way.
Oh, sorry.
Get too quick.
La Yashala.
All right, we're gonna salute the scroll. We're gonna start up here, and then every man gonna come to the edge of the podium. We're gonna go over there. Every man gonna come to the edge of the podium. We're gonna salute the scroll in rank order. Okay.
Come.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakiyah.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakiyah.
Come on, y'all line up. Let's go. Let's get this out. Come on, y'all. Let's let the camera hear you.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakiyah.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakiyah. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakiyah. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Barak Yah. 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 Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Barak Yah.
I'll walk you through it.
The name was Yahweh.
Nah, put your hand on the thing. Say Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Ba Hashem. Leave it on there. Leave it on there. Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Ba Hashem,
Hashem.
Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh.
Barak Yah,
Barak Yah.
Barak Yah, Barak Yah.
Yah.
Okay, there you go.
Handsome was made to stand. Hanok Adam, we turn to face the east. You're gonna do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Sebashamaya, Kodash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malawaka, Taba'a, Ratazai, Haya, Aisha, Baratazah, Kawa, Haya, Bashamaya, the Dalana, Lakam, Cal, Yawa, what's the luck now? Cover what now? Casa luck now. Kabawaya now, Wana Tabaya now, Panasai one, above, Kawashai now, Mayan, right, Kaya, the cup, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, what the power, the Awalamia, Amad.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
This I cut the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Baba Kashah, the Thalanau, Hakat, Latahar, Matazariah, Hakat, Nahakim, Hamatim, Harakawaf, Tama'ala, the Garshun, Hashem Yahweh Shai, Wadaman.
In English, I'm slacking. Yahweh. The name Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it.
Declare to bless Israel, the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanau, Wayashal, Wahabaya, Saparius, Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, Wadaman.
In English, Yahweh. In the name Yahweh Shai. Bless us. And the school. And Israel. In the name Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayaya, Ahahari, Mayan, Yaba'ah, Izari, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Waratazah, Ayadan, Lamawat, Regal, Al Yanawam, Shamar, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashad, Shawamah,
Shamar,
Shamar,
Yasha'Allah,
Yasha'Allah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamar,
Shamar,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazal,
Tazal,
Al Yeh,
Al Yeh,
Yamyaka,
Yamyaka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashamash,
Hashamash,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yakaika,
Yakaika,
Wayarab,
Wayarab,
Belayallah,
Belayallah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Makal Rai,
Makal Rai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Afnapash,
Afnapash,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Taza'af,
Taza'af,
Baba Wa'ak,
Wa'ak,
Ma'ita,
Ma'ita,
Wa'ai,
Wa'ai,
Awalam.
Awalam.
In English, I will lift up my eyes into the hill.
I will lift up my eyes unto the hill.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help coming from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yasha'Allah
he that keepeth Yasha'Allah
will neither slumber nor sleep.
will neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming
From
in.
this time forth,
This time forth,
even forevermore.
even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayam,
Allahayam,
Al-Damayam,
Al-Damayam,
Lekut,
Lekut,
Al-Thakarash,
Al-Thakarash,
Al-Tashakwat,
Al-Dashakwat,
Kayahana,
Kayahana,
Awabika,
Awabika,
Yahama,
Yahama,
Yawan,
Yawan,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Amika,
Al-Amika,
Ya'arayamu,
Ya'arayamu,
Sawada,
Sawada,
Wayada,
Wayata,
Ya'ai Tazawa,
Ya'ai Tazawa,
Al-Tazapawayaka,
Al-Tazapawayaka,
Amaru,
Amaru,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakaki Adam,
Wanakakiyadam,
Magoya,
Magoya,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Shom Yasha'Allah,
Sham Yasha'Allah,
Iwada,
Awada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawai Tazawa,
Na'ai Tazawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Ayaka,
Alika,
Boya,
Waraya,
Yakaratu,
Yakaratu,
Ahoya,
Ahoya,
Adawa,
Alawan,
Wayashamai,
Wayashamai,
Alayam,
Alayam,
Mawa Abba,
Mawa'aba,
Wahagaria,
Wahagaria,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa'amawan,
Wa'amawan,
Wa'amalak,
Wa'amalak,
Palashah,
Palashah,
Am Yashabi,
Yashabia,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gum Ashawar,
Gum Ashawar,
Nanawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Aiman,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zerawai,
Zerawai,
Labanya,
Labanya,
Lawat,
Lawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Laham,
Laham,
Kamari,
Kamadia,
Kasaya,
Kasaya,
Sarah,
Sarah,
Kayabi,
Kayabi,
Banakal,
Banakal,
Koyashawan,
Koyashawan,
Nashamadu,
Nashamawa,
Bayan,
Bayan,
Dahira,
Dahira,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La Adama,
La Adama,
Shayadamu,
Shayadamu,
Nadab,
Nadab,
Yamawa,
Yamawa,
Kaira,
Kaira,
Wakazabah,
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 Wakazazalmanai,
Wakazalmanai,
Kal Nasir Kamwa,
Kal Nasir Kamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amaru,
Amaru,
Nairashah,
Nairashah,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Na'awa,
Nawa,
Alahayam,
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 Shayadamu,
Shayadamu,
Kagagala,
Kagagala,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya,
Lapanya,
Rawaka,
Waraka,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Daba Ira,
Daba Ira,
Ya'ira,
Ya'ira,
Wakalahaba,
Wakalahaba,
Dalahat,
Salahat,
Hariyam,
Hariyam,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradama,
Daradama,
Basa Ira,
Basa Ira,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapatka,
Wapata,
Daba Halam,
Daba Halam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Qualawan,
Qualawan,
Waya,
Waya,
Bakwash,
Bakwash,
Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabash,
Yabash,
Waya,
Waya,
Behold,
Behold,
Ayah, Waya,
Waya,
Kapar,
Kapar,
Waya,
Waya,
Abadu,
Abadu,
Waya,
Waya,
Da'aiwa, Kaya,
Kaya,
Ata,
Ata,
Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labat,
Labat,
Ayawan,
Ayawan,
Al,
Al,
Kal,
Kal,
Ratazah.
Aratazah. In English, Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
lo,
thy enemies make a tumble.
thy enemies make a tumble.
And they that hate thee,
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted.
And consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
Come,
let us cut them off.
let us cut them
For
off.
being a nation.
For being a nation.
That the name of Yahshua
That the name of Yahshua
may be no more slacking, may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
They have consulted together
With one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom
And the Ishmaelites.
and the Israelites
Of Moab.
of Moab
And the Hagarenes.
Hagarenes,
Gabal.
Gabal,
And Amalek.
and Amalek,
Slacking. The Philistines.
the Philistines,
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur is also joined with them.
Ashur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They have came as dung for the earth.
Met their numbers like a red.
Make their nose like a red.
And like Zayd.
And like Zayd.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes of Zabah.
All the princes of Zabah.
And as a Mona.
And as a Mona.
Who said.
Who said,
Let us take to ourselves.
let us take to ourselves
The house of Yahweh in possession.
the house of Yahweh in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make it like a wheel.
As a stone before the wind.
As a stubble before the wind.
As a fire burning for wood.
As the fire burns the wood.
As the flame sets the mountains on fire.
As the flame sets the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them
With thy tempest.
with thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
Make them afraid
With thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may see thy name.
They may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
In trouble forever.
In trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know
That thou.
that thou,
Whose name alone.
whose name alone
Is Yahweh.
is Yahweh,
Art the most high.
art the most high
Over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Stars may return. Sister Shabbat is seated. And Israel, Imam Shabbat, and Majah, Barak,
Yahweh.
Hashem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yazamatar.